Okay, so here is a video of me modeling a concept tank that I drew up in 2D in 3D. I'll have the reference pop up in the video at some point, probably in the bottom right. I'll either leave it there or have it fade in and out right now probably, and then just give you an idea of what I'm modeling based off of, but that is the reference that I'm using. And as you can see, I'm modeling it in 3D in Maya, and that's what this video is, and it's sped up 64 times so you don't have to watch the whole thing. I mean, you can still get a perfectly good idea of how I'm forming, shaping everything. As you can see, I'm drawing lines, extruding, and moving vertexes individually. I just kind of, I like forming shapes that way. I don't know what it is. But yeah, right now I'm forming the hull, and what I'm doing is I'm making one side of the hull first, or the right side in particular, and then I'm going to copy, flip, and then merge the two together, and that will make the complete symmetrical hull. There is a symmetry feature in Maya, but I kind of like this way better. It just makes it better. I don't know. I just like it that way better. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to make this video to give people an idea of what 3D modeling is like, and possibly to show them what's a good way to undertake it if you're planning on going into it yourself. Modeling is cool. 3D modeling is cool. I always find it really fun to mess with shapes, and this is a pretty good example. And okay, so I just merged the hull, and now I'm making the side skirts, and now I'm working on the wheels. And yeah, so this is the front idler wheel, and that's going to be the road wheel. And the road wheel I completely freelanced. I don't know if you can tell from the reference. I might pull it up again. But these road wheels are actually, they may be visually similar, but they are completely different from the reference. And I don't know, I just wanted to freelance it to see how well it would go, and I think it went pretty good. And yeah, there we go. There's the road wheels. And now I'm making the sprocket wheel, which actually drives the tracks. And yeah. And the bridge tool, bevel tool, extrude tool are tools that I end up using pretty much all the time. Yeah, I actually smoothed the sprocket wheel. Because when I try smoothing other wheels, like the road wheels and the front idler, it just looks messy. It looks awful. And the sprocket wheel actually didn't look half bad, so I went ahead and left it like that. Plus, it didn't up the geometry count very much. And this is the side spaced armor that I'm putting in. It's going to slide under the track. I mean, not the track, the skirt right there. So yeah, I'm just forming that. That's basically going to be like the visual side of the... What's happening? Oh, I probably like got up and went to the bathroom or something. I was wondering why it froze. Or went up to get a drink. I have a drink right here. A nice squirt soda. Very nice fizzy drink. I enjoy fizzy drinks very much. They keep my energy up. But yeah, what am I doing now? Okay, this is the actual track link that will be forming the track, and I'll be copying and pasting that like no tomorrow to make the whole tracks. And these are the torsion bars, or well, just axles really. I mean, they would be torsion bars, but I couldn't be bothered to make entire torsion assemblies in 3D. I could if I wanted to, but I just wanted to get a visual design of the tank out. I can modify it at a later point to be. I'd have to offset the wheels. Ugh. But yeah, as you can see here, now I'm copying and pasting the track links, and I tried to see if I could make the tracks just wide enough so that they fit between the teeth, and they do. They fit perfectly between the teeth. I don't know if you saw, but I tried to align it so that the track links are between the teeth, so it looks like, well, the teeth on the sprocket wheel are actually driving the tracks. And there's one whole track complete. And so now I'm grouping everything in Maya, cleaning up my workspace here, and then flipping it over to the right side of the tank so that it's a complete tank. And so now this is the hull. The hull is pretty much complete, and now I'm going to work on the turret. And the turret, I had a hard time, probably very hard time with figuring out. And I decided to do the same thing as the hull, where I would make one side and then copy flip and then merge. And that was the turret ring, the circular thing that you saw me making. And I went ahead and decided to do separate geometry for the base shell of the turret, and then the spaced armor of the turret, which you can see in the reference very clearly. And then yeah, that's actually like supposed to be an inlet for the materializer. and I decided to make the armor come off of it. And this was what I had a really hard time with, making the geometry work well with that, so I had to just try again. And then eventually I got it to work. And that's me talking to my friends on Skype. And yeah, so that's me wrapping around the armor on the back, the spaced armor. And so yeah, just trying to make it match with the reference. It was quite difficult actually to try and match the reference. I had to constantly glance over at it. And then making the spaced armor on the bottom of the turret. And the turret probably took about, I want to say 2/3 the time. All of the turret, and the details, like the gun and the coaxial and the antennas, although the antennas weren't really anything. They're just kind of a cylinder with a base. That's me making the gun. And one of the interesting things about the gun is that I decided to freelance the whatchamacallit at the end, the muzzle brake, which isn't really a muzzle brake visually or as it exists right now. Oh, is that the end of the video? Well, anyways, yeah, I suppose I'll put a final picture of the render so that you can see exactly how the tank is in 3D right now, but that is the tank, and that's me modeling it in 3D. So hope you liked the video, hope you enjoyed watching, and of course, if you want to see more, feel free to post a comment or let me know. Thanks, bye.